All right, this is gonna be boring as hell. I gotta fill this up and I wanna know how long it takes. Let's try to hit the 10-second mark. Ready and set and, oh shoot, I don't think I got the 10. We'll go like 15. That's about 15. Okay, but yeah, I just wanna see how long this takes to fill up, you know what I mean? If I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for this to fill up, like without making a video. Hell no. Like how boring is this? So, you know what I mean? I just appreciate you joining me, you know, for the ride. You know, I just feel so much better that, you know, more than one person is going to watch me fill this thing up from start to finish. Now, it's real slow. Now, so the just guess engineering approach is like, well, just guess how many minutes. I'd say 3.5. Holy Toledo. You know what I mean? But if I was honest, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. But I don't know. I'd say 5 minutes tops. You know what I mean? Am I undershooting it? If I say this is going to take less than 5 minutes, you know what I mean? And then it's on, that'd be a gallon a minute. You know what I mean? And we haven't even gotten to a gallon yet. And I bet you we're approaching the 1 minute mark. You know what I mean? I bet you it's almost like 50, 59, you know what I mean? 105, 106. I'm trying to Jack Reacher it. 110, 113, you know, 150, well, gallon. You know, we'll call it 115 right now. I don't know what time it is. I got the GoPro on top of my head. But you know what I mean? Just guessing is a good way to go. But damn. Okay, so we're past the 1 gallon mark. You know what I mean? This is the 2.5 gallon mark. You know, somewhere right in there. So we might already be to 2 gallons. So that might be about 45 seconds, you know, per gallon. So what's that gallons per minute? Well, if I can do a gallon every minute, I can do 60 gallons a minute. Now at the pass, at McDonald Pass, where I get my fresh water, you could fill up a gallon in about a minute. And so I guess this is going faster. Even though it don't look it. It definitely, I mean, watch that other video. I'll link it in the description. But that was going at 1 gallon a minute. But this looks aerated, so it looks smaller. But I guess there's pressure. You know what I mean? So it's like shooting out. Where the other one might have lower pressure, but just a wider, you know what I mean, wider nozzle. I mean, you double the pressure, you double the flow rate. You know, same area, you go from, I think that's how pressure works, don't quote me. I know that's how speed works. If you're like, hey, that's going like fast, but it's like, hey, that's going double as fast, and it's the same area, well then I think you doubled the flow rate. You know what I mean? Because, yeah. If a river, you know what I mean, takes 1 second to go from here to there, and then when at high flow it goes from here to here, but it's like the same, for whatever reason, it's like just the same depth. It wouldn't be the same depth, but that means the flow rate's twice as much flow rate. Same velocity, same little surface area, but what happens is like a river, you know what I mean, can easily go from like 1,000 CFS to like a multiple of 10 very easily, because hey, the river goes 3 times as fast, and then it's 3 times as deep. 3 times 3 is 9. That's a multiple of 10. But it can be crazier than that. Some rivers will have a low of lower than 1 foot, and they'll have a high around like the 4 to 5 feet mark. You know, like the middle fork of the flathead, 4 or 5 feet. Holy Toledo. And then the speed, let's say it just doubles. So now you got 5 times 2. Well, that's 10 times the flow rate. So you're talking, you know, on the middle fork of the flathead, yeah. What's screaming is like 4 or 5,000 CFS, 10,000 CFS. And then what's not screaming is 1,000. So 1,000 is low, 10,000 is high. And we just showed how a multiple of 10 gets you there. And that's kind of using I'm trying to figure out logarithms. And so that might be helpful. You know what I mean? Well, I think this was a good experience. And I'm just going to cut it off once we're ready. And guess what? That's a video.